Happy Saturday, dividend growth stock investors. Colby, the DGI Crab, coming at you with good news, as I do every Saturday afternoon. If there is good news to report from the prior week, and good news, by that I mean dividend increases. That's right. This channel focuses on just 60 high-quality dividend growth stocks split into 4 separate categories based on the age and time horizon of the investor. The most important metric for a dividend growth stock investor to consider, in my opinion. We've got a couple of nice dividend increases here, an exciting one and an expected one. Tier 1 age 18 to 30-year-old investor category stock, Broadcom, has done a very nice increase here at the end of the year, and that stock price has just continued to skyrocket. It is unbelievable watching what Broadcom has been doing from a share price perspective. And then Realty Income with a scheduled dividend increase for quarter 4. Realty Income in the Tier 4 category for the 54 and older investors that need immediate dividend income right now. Thank you for joining. Let's dive into these dividend increases. But before I do, I will tell you I'm not a licensed professional financial advisor. I'm not offering you financial advice, and you should always do your own due diligence before purchasing anything. So Broadcom has done an increase in the dividend of 11.32%. The annual payout per share rises from $2.12 a year to $2.36 per year. Now, the payout ratio was 46% prior to the increase. Seeking Alpha has not updated the payout ratio since this recent increase, but I would imagine it's not any higher than about 50%. They have a 5-year growth rate of 14.7%, so this one not quite as high as their 5-year average, but still a very nice increase. For the Tier 1 18 to 30-year-old investors, the goal is to buy stuff that doesn't yield a lot now, but has a double digit, meaning 10% or better dividend growth rate year over year over year. Broadcom comes through with 11.32%, and not to mention a lot of share price appreciation. They've been growing that dividend for 13 plus years now. And then Realty Incomes, they're doing their thing with a scheduled Q4 dividend increase. Not super exciting. So the monthly payout has increased now to 26.4 cents per share per month, up from 26.35 cents per share per month. And these small increases are typically done the 3rd month of every quarter. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Here we are in month 12. So we get a small but very much expected dividend increase from Realty Income, a dividend aristocrat with more than 25 years of annual consecutive dividend increases. And Realty Income doesn't just do it once a year, they do it every 3 months typically. And while the increases individually aren't super exciting on their own, cumulatively, they do add up after a while. Usually with Realty Income, you're buying a stock that on the low end, when it's a bit overpriced, is going to be yielding in the 4s. If you're getting a good deal on it, you're getting a yield above 6%, and that's usually about where I want to start looking at it personally. And if you combine a yield on cost of 6% or better with a dividend growth rate that's usually anywhere from about 3 to 5% a year, that's a pretty nice combo factor, especially for a stock that pays you out monthly, which is what those Tier 4, 54, and older investors are really looking for, trying to live off of those dividends. And it's an excellent stock to start piling up a position in at that point in time, so you can really start to juice that dividend income. If you haven't quite gotten enough money yet to retire comfortably off of your dividends, Realty Income can really help to turbocharge your yield, give you a monthly payout, and get you to that goal. So 2 excellent dividend increases, very predictable, about what we were expecting out of both. Maybe Broadcom, I would have liked maybe a couple of more cents just because that share price has done so well. Maybe they could have gone a few more cents and done more like a 13 or a 14% increase, but I'm not going to gripe one way or the other. This is a raise that shareholders are getting with both of these stocks and you didn't have to do anything for it other than just sit and hold those shares and let that money roll in. That is what it's all about, y'all. The easiest form of passive income that you can earn, dividends. That's what I love, and I hope that that is what you all love as well. Let's keep working hard here as we get towards the end of the year to meet those 2024 goals and get to financial freedom as quickly as we can, so you've got lots of options of what you want to do with your time, whether that be just kicking back and relaxing and enjoying not having to be part of the rat race anymore, or maybe just not having to keep the full-time job that you don't particularly care for. It'll give you some flexibility to maybe get out of that and into something that may not pay as much, but you enjoy a lot more. There's so many great things that you can do with that dividend income when it's rolling in. And as I said, the best part about it is you don't have to work for it. It's just coming in passively. All right, everybody. So email me your questions, please, to dgicrab@yahoo.com. I'm always happy to respond with an email. In fact, I always will. And if it's something that requires a bit more of a long-form discussion, with your permission, of course, I will do a video response so we can throw a discussion out there to the community and help each other become better dividend growth stock investors together. I have links in the video description below to a video on each of the 4 tiers where I explain why each and every stock in the 60 stocks that I picked made the final cut, and why I placed them where I placed them as far as those age categories are concerned. And I've got a lot of content queued up that is viewer requested. It's going to be a very busy week with viewer requested videos next week. I'm really looking forward to it. I got to get my ducks in a row, or maybe I should say my crabs in a row, and really start knocking those out, because you guys have sent me some great questions here over the last week and a half, and I got to get caught up on that. So thank you so much again for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody, and let's get ready to do some more investing next week. See you next time.